So, a very good morning to all of you. I think maximum students have joined the class. Now we will start. So, what we have studied in our previous lecture? Anybody remembers the topics which we have studied? Yes, students, what we have studied? We have started with a new unit. Yes, students, we have started with new unit FIR numerical. We have started with FIR filter, its basic property. FIR linear phase filters are very important. FIR filter have property of linearity, linear phase filter, and we have started simplifying one numerical of that. Then I think we will start with the window function. And that numerical was you have calculated its value for the numerical. This numerical was given to you. This was the numerical. Yes, students. So here what you have to do, length of an FIR filter was given to you and we have to check whether that filter is having linear phase or not. And to prove linearity, there was one equation, h of n is equal to h of capital M minus 1 minus n. This condition should be satisfied to prove linearity. So we have to find different filter coefficients. The four filter coefficients were h of 0 till h of 8 because 9 is the length, so h0 to h8. So we got this relationship, these equations we got. Now we have written one more equation to prove whether it is linear or not, and that equation is summation n is equal to 0 m minus 1 h of n sine omega t minus omega n, sine omega tau minus omega n. Omega take out common, omega take out common, so you will get this equation. Now what I will do, I will substitute different values of n and I will find out this summation values. So please students find out the summation value. Got this question? Prove this value, what you are getting the summation answer? 0 value, very good. Yes, all are getting 0. Thus, this above equation is satisfied. Hence, we can say the filter having length 9 is linear. So it's clear now. So we will move ahead. Now we will start with the windowing technique. FIR filters have its special instruction, special equations are there for FIR filter, and we all know that it satisfies a linear constant coefficient difference equation where y is related with only x terms, x of n plus x of n minus 1 plus x of n minus 2 till x of n minus m plus 1. Okay, so that equations we have studied. FIR filters are known as non-recursive filters. They don't have any closed loop system. They are open loop system. So general, all the pulses, all the input signals are having infinite series. So to convert that infinite series into finite one, we need some special techniques so that we can get a finite impulse response. So here what we are doing, we are applying or we are truncating the sequence by having a perfect window method. What do you mean by window? We all know in everybody's house we are having a small window. From there we get ventilation, we get air. Clear? But that is restricted to that area only. If I'm having open wall, but its dimension will be there, it's not infinite. So every window will have some finite dimensions. So within that only you can get the things. If it's open window, you can pass the things also. You can shift your almirah from that window. You can shift any of the big luggage from that window. But the limitation is that dimension of that window. So you will get some finite amount of data from that window. So here what we are doing, we are having infinite or periodic sequences of inputs. Now we are passing that inputs from a particular window function that will rectify your inputs to a finite impulse response. So for that we are using Fourier series expansion for digital filter. So write down this equation. First write down the heading, windowing method or FIR window technique. See, frequency response of linear phase FIR filters we have designed, and there are 3 different design techniques for FIR filter, and this is one of them which is mentioned in your syllabus. 3 different FIR window techniques are there. First is Fourier series method. Second is frequency sampling method, and third one is the windowing method, and this is the most effective method which we are going to discuss. Both the methods, previous methods, have some drawbacks, loopholes. We will overcome all those loopholes and drawbacks in this windowing method. So we will directly start with windowing method. So the window technique, the desired frequency response of any digital filter is periodic in frequency and can be expanded in a Fourier series. So the Fourier series equation is written like this: h of e j theta or h of e to the power j omega. You can also write. In place of theta, you can write omega also. Okay, students, this theta or omega is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity h of n e to the power minus j omega n. Omega or theta, both are same. I am not good in writing, I think. So omega or theta are one and the same. So where this h of n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integration n is equal to minus pi by pi h of e j omega into e to the power j omega n, where h of n is the impulse response of the digital filter. This equations we have seen earlier also. This is a Fourier series expansion of that, where h of n is impulse response, while the infinite series in this equation can be truncated to obtain the digital filters. See, here we are having infinite condition minus infinity to infinity. So to get digital filter, this is an infinite series, we can truncate to get the digital filter, finite digital filters. The Gibbs phenomenon states that the truncation will cause overshoots and ripples in the desired frequency response. It is very clear we are having an infinite series and we are truncating that series to get some finite response at the output, then definitely some overshoots and ripples will happen at the cutoff levels. So that levels, we have to reduce that level so that we can get a perfect output without any error. So that is the Gibbs phenomenon. Question can be asked, what do you mean by Gibbs phenomenon? Okay, so while this equation is infinite series which can be truncated to obtain digital filter, the Gibbs phenomenon states that the truncation will cause overshoots and ripples in the desired frequency response. In the method of windowing, a finite windowing sequence W of n. Finite windowing sequence. So now a new term is added which is known as W of n. Finite weighing sequence W of n, which is known as windows. It is used to obtain the finite impulse response HD of n, where, so now what we are doing, we are multiplying a window technique with the original sequence which can be infinite, and then we are getting a new series, new truncated series by applying window technique, and then I will design my digital FIR filter. So now a new coefficient will be added, HD of n, which is the multiplication of impulse response of the digital filter into window W of n. W of n is equal to 0 for small n greater than capital N. Between this limit, it is finite. Okay. So have you written this in your copy? So what we will get, the frequency response is my h of e to the power j theta, and its Fourier coefficient h of n are shown at the top. Are shown the finite duration weighing function Wn and its Fourier transform. Wn is a finite weighing function Wn, and its Fourier transform will be W of e to the power j omega. Clear? The Fourier transform of the weighing function consists of a main lobe which contains most of the energy of the window function and side lobes which decays rapidly. We all know this will be the shape of a window. Dimension will be different. So the sequence will pass through this window and I will get a new sequence. This is my window function. H of n will be passed through this and I will get HD of n. When I will convert into frequency, the magnitude form, I will get W of e to the power j omega multiplied by h of e j omega to derive a new finite impulse response HD. Clear, students? Have you written in the copies? Should I move ahead? Yes or no? Okay. So, the windowing method. Given the desired frequency response h of e to the power j theta, which may be obtained by the frequency sampling method, these are the steps which we have to follow. Desirable characteristics we will discuss later on. Given the desired frequency response h e to the power j omega, which may be obtained by frequency sampling method, find the associated impulse response sequence h of n from equation 17, or by inverse z transform h of z, where h of z is obtained from h of e to the power j theta by replacing e to the power j omega with z. We all know from Fourier to z transform. Employ an appropriate window function W of n to modify the sequence h of n to obtain the FIR digital filters impulse response sequence, and which is given by this. So first input will be given to you. You have to apply a window technique. Then you will find all the things in time domain. Then you will convert them into frequency domain. Then again, after multiplying in frequency domain, you will find the impulse response. So again, inverse you have to take to find the impulse response. So HD of n is equal to h of n into omega n. The windowing method has the effect of smoothing out the ripples and overshoots in the original frequency response as shown in the figure for a simple window function. So this windowing method has an effective smoothing of the ripples and overshoots in the original frequency response. So Gibbs phenomenon can be reduced by selecting appropriate window technique. The windowing method. This is my h e to the power j theta. After truncating, I will get some ripples in the pass band. In the stop band, I will get the overshoots. So after finding this, I will apply a window technique which will reduce my ripples and overshoots. And that window function is having the property of omega n is equal to 1 plus cos 2 pi n upon n. For this limit, otherwise it's 0. Otherwise it's 0. So this is the effect of windowing method. It's illustrated in the figure. So now we will start with some common window function. So write down common window function. First window is my rectangular window function. First is my rectangular window function. Write down in this. Write down in this. The weighing function for the rectangular window is given by write down this equation W of n, or you can write a subscript over here as capital R. In some standard books, capital R is written over here. Means WR of n. WR of n. So what is this rectangular window function? It is having some speciality that Wn is equal to 1 for this limit from 0 to n minus 1. N is the filter length. If it is given as 8, 8 minus 1 will be 7. So the limit for n is 0 to 7. So rectangular window function will be 1 for that limit, otherwise it's 0. Or in magnitude form, you can write magnitude n also. That will be less than equal to क्या होगा यहाँ पे n minus 1 by 2. n minus n minus 1 upon 2 upon 2. Okay, magnitude form n minus 1 by 2, or if it is not in a magnitude form, otherwise it's 0. Clear, students? So first rectangular function. Its waveforms also. So these are the periodograms. In MATLAB, you can find these graphs. So you can see this overshoots By using different windowing techniques, you will get sometimes very small overshoots, sometimes very large overshoots you can get. These are the outputs in MATLAB. So first windowing function was rectangular. Okay, and see, it will have main lobe and side lobes. You can see in this figure, this is my main lobe where the maximum energy will be stored, and these are my side lobes. So this main lobe and side lobe will have some duration. So that duration is very important, that we will discuss. So write down second window function, Hamming window function. Hamming window function. It's Hamming window function. Write down the causal Hamming window function is expressed by WH of n. Okay, students, WH of n is equals to 0.54 minus 0.46 cos 2 pi n upon capital N minus 1 for the limit 0 less than equal to n less than equal to n minus 1, else it is 0. See, we are having two types of functions over here. We can have input as a causal function or non-causal. So for causal Hamming window function, this is the equation. Now write down for non-causal Hamming window function is given by, this will be my first Hamming window. Second Hamming window function is my for non-causal systems. This is for causal systems. Now write down the non-causal Hamming window function is given by 0.54 plus 0.46 cos 2 pi n upon n minus 1 for this limit. Okay, so that equation will be for non-causal. Second equation for non-causal, just a plus sign will be added, elsewhere otherwise it is 0. Clear, students? ठीक है, इक्वेशन लिख ली दोनों की, और इसमें क्या होगा तुम्हारा frequency response of a rectangular of this window will have a particular lobe. So main lobe width is approximately 8 pi by m. 8 pi by m. We will see this table also. So second is your Hamming window function. Now write down the third window function as Hanning window function. Hanning window function. Hanning, Hanning window function. So write down the equation. The window function of a causal Hanning window is given by, write down this equation number 1. So please write down this in your copy because we have to simplify many numericals on FIR. So if you will be having this equation, it will become easier to simplify. Calculator is needed from next class. Today we will take two class. Just finishing this 5 minutes break, and then we will start with the next class also. Finish writing this. Okay. So Hanning window function, the width of the main lobe is approximately 8 pi by m. मैक्सिमम सभी विंडो की यही मेन लोब की width है 8 pi by m, and the peak of the first side lobe is at -32 dB. Generally, how we plot frequency response, student? Frequency response is plotted in between the frequency terms, that is small n or m omega on the x-axis and h e to the power j theta on the y-axis. This is my frequency response. And how I will get the curve? I will get this types of curves, where what I am saying, this is my main width lobe. I will change the color over here. This is my main width of my main lobe, where the maximum energy will be there, and the transition width of the main lobe here. See, for rectangular window, this main lobe width is 4 pi by m. Clear? For Hamming window and for Hanning window, it is 8 pi by m. And the peak of first side lobe, what do you mean by that? First side lobe is this. So the peak, where is the peak? Peak is on y-axis. So it is near about 32 dB, 43 dB, and that depends on the window which we are using. So for Hanning window, it is -32 dB. For Hamming window, it is -43 dB. And for rectangular window, it is the first side lobe will be just at 13 dB down. So you will get many overshoots and side lobes by using rectangular window, and it will get reduced by using Hamming and then Hanning window. Okay. So this is the logic. This kind of frequency response we will get. For particular window function, main window is this. So main energy will be focused on the main width of the lobe. Clear? Next, write down next window function is Blackman window function. Blackman window function. Write down in your copy. Finish writing. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to remember these equations properly to simplify the numericals. Okay, students. Hanning window function, then Blackman window function. So the width of the main lobe is approximately 12 pi by m. So width of the main lobe is increasing continuously, and the peak of the first side lobe is going very down. That means we are getting very sharp peaks at -58 dB. Okay. And the next, write down the next window function, Bartlett window function, BART L-E-T-T. Bartlett window function. For non-causal only it is defined. It is given by 1 plus n and 1 minus n. And the limits are this. Finish, student, this equation. See these Hamming window, Hanning window, Bartlett window is also known as a triangular window. Okay, write down in bracket. Bartlett window also known as triangular window. Hanning window हो गया हमारा, Hamming window हो गया. Okay, Blackman window you have written. Now one more window is left, but that is very complicated in simplifying, but it gives you very good result, and that window is known as Kaiser window. That we will discuss later on. Now we will compare the table of all the windowing functions. So draw this table in your copy. If theoretical question is asked to discuss all the windowing techniques, then you have to mention all this, formalize this theory, and you can draw this table also for reference. So what is there in this table? It shows you the frequency domain characteristics in which we are having types of window, approximate transition width of main lobe, minimum stop band attenuation, then peak of first side lobes. Okay. So first is your rectangular window. You can see the main width of the lobe, which is 4 pi by m. Bartlett window 8 pi by m. Hanning window same. Hamming window same. Just Blackman window we are having 12 pi by m transition width of main lobe. Okay, minimum stop band attenuation in decibels minus 21, minus 25, minus 44, minus 53 and minus 74. Stop band attenuation. Clear? Then we are having peak of first side lobes. All these values are in decibels. We have to use logarithmic graph paper to plot this frequency response, in which one of the scale is in decibels. Is it clear? This window functions. If you want to ask anything about this window function, any doubts if you are having? See, nothing is there, just we have to remember every equation, then we have to simplify the FIR numerical on this basis. In initial class, I have told you there are many different ways to classify the filters. Filters are classified on the basis of whether we are using analog or digital systems to implement. Then we can define them on the basis of approximation, which we are using like Butterworth Chebyshev approximation. Then on the basis of recursive and non-recursive filters. Then on the basis of frequency response of filters, how they are passing the sequence. So on those basis, we have classified the filters as LPF, low pass filter, high pass filter, and band pass filter. We all know these filters. So now we will apply this windowing technique to simplify the filter approximations, to design low pass filter, to design high pass filter, band pass, band reject filter. We will simplify numerical for those filters by applying this windowing techniques. So we have to remember all this window function. We should know that general FIR filters are of linear phase. Linear phase are of 4 types: type 1, 2, 3, and 4. All those linear phase filters are having some equation. On those equation basis, we can prove whether it is having which type of symmetry, whether your length of filter is even or odd. So we have discussed all the basics. Now we will start simplifying first the numericals, and then we'll start with Kaiser window function. And see, in MATLAB, we are having direct functions for all these filters. FIR filter windowing method. This is written your Blackman window function in MATLAB, Hamming window function in MATLAB, Henning window function. No need to write equation. You can directly use Han function, Ham function to get this window function. Or you can write individual equation, then you can also solve. Okay. See, this is the MATLAB program for all window functions, Hanning, Bartlett, and Blackman. Periodogram is the waveform, is the graph of this filters. To get this filter graph, you have to use periodogram. Okay. So this we will discuss later on. And we'll stop this class. In next class, we will start with the numerical, and then later on we will discuss Kaiser window function. Then our FIR will be completed. So any doubts, students? So just a brief intro of FIR filter, magnitude function, phase lag function. This we have discussed how to find magnitude and phase. We all know. What do you mean by poles and zero plot? It is plotted on Z plane, real and imaginary Z plane. Poles and zero plot is very important when we simplify the Z transform of any impulse response. We have to plot. So what are its property that we have discussed? Pole is real, then its complex conjugate, its inverse will also be real. These properties we have discussed. Transfer function, we know FIR, IIR filter. IR filter is based on both input and output. FIR filter is just dependent on the present inputs which we are giving to the systems or the past inputs which we are having. क्लियर? IIR FIR की इक्वेशंस हमेशा याद होनी चाहिए हमें. नॉन रिकर्सिव, रिकर्सिव फिल्टर. FIR filter properties and functions are they are stable and causal. Stable if all the poles of H of Z are within the unit circle. Causal systems में क्या होता है? Output exists and the signal doesn't exist for n less than equal to 0. That is my causal function. So these properties should be followed by FIR and IIR filter. Then linear phase FIR filter we have discussed. This is the magnitude and phase characteristics of various types of filters: low pass, high pass, band pass, all pass, band reject filter. This we have discussed. Then we came to know that all pass digital filter is of type IIR filter. Then we have started with FIR filter. Transfer function of FIR filter you can do by applying simply Z transforms, and this equation can be written in Fourier transform in terms of Z is equal to e to the power j theta. Then we have found out its h of n impulse response by using Fourier series method. That equation we have written. In today's class we have discussed this equation, and this gives generation to your windowing technique. And to design FIR, there are three methods: Fourier series, frequency sampling, and windowing method. And we will focus only on windowing method. We have discussed different window functions today. All the window functions, we have written their equations. So we'll continue in the next class. Students, take a break of 10 minutes and then we'll start with the next class. Goodbye, students.